Nutty Sports Gamer here with my new series attempting to recreate the legendary coaching career of Urban Meyer with my coach, Sherman Byers, on College Football 25. Year one, we're going to zip right through it. Sherman Byers is the OC at Notre Dame, just like Urban Meyer was in real life way back in the day. And Notre Dame, we sipped through the first season, and they are 11-1, going to make the college football playoff. Here are the conference championship matchups that we're going to be having here. And you can see Indiana's going to play Oregon, Clemson, SMU, Georgia, Texas, BYU, Arizona State. Some of these teams are going to end up in the college football playoff. With Notre Dame, Dylan Gabriel is the Heisman Trophy winner of year one. 45 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions. And Notre Dame is going to play Miami, the Miami Hurricanes. The 4 seed versus the 9 seed. Wait, what? No, 4 seed versus 9 seed. That can't be right. But anyway, let's check out our coaching offers. And the Akron Zips. The Akron Zips want the services of Sherman Byers. These are the players that are currently on the team. And I'm going to accept this job because in real life, Urban Meyer was the coach of Bowling Green. So he went from Notre Dame, offensive coordinator, to becoming the Bowling Green head coach in the early 2000s. He was there for 2 years. And we're going to do that. We're going to try to do that here. We're going to try and be the Akron Zips head coach for 2 years. And try to bolster this roster that's a 73 overall. Even, the seniors, the juniors at best, in the mid to high 70s. And so we're going to accept 3-year contract. The goal is just to win 4 games. I think Sherman Byers can accomplish that. And so, yes, he is going to indeed become the head coach at Akron. And these are the matchups, the college football playoff matchups. Syracuse is there. You got Oregon, you got Arizona State, you got Texas, Clemson, Appalachian State, Penn State, Syracuse versus Georgia. Yeah. You got Texas was the number 1 team of this year one. And we're just trying to get through year one as fast as possible. We don't really care about any of this shit. So we're just trying to get through this as fast as possible so we can get into the Akron BS. Not BS. This is not bullshit. This is really cool stuff. Here's the conference standings. Oregon's undefeated. Liberty is 10-3. You got UConn 9-3. Notre Dame 11-1. I think I tried to mirror real life 2024 season as close as possible. I tried, but I didn't try that hard. But I think for the most part, the records are accurate because I wanted to start from a place of reality and then get really, really unrealitied. What am I trying to say? So those are all the conference standings. Northern Illinois. Akron right here. They were 5-7 last year. Went 4-4 in the MAC conference. And let's see what happens between Notre Dame and Miami. If we can get through that sim. Let's see. Miami beat the shit out of Notre Dame, 40-17. So Notre Dame is already out. But you know what? Sherman Byers does not care because he's already gone. He flew from wherever the heck. I guess they were in Notre Dame, right? I think that game was in South Bend. So maybe he drove. Maybe he drove from South Bend, Indiana to Akron. Although, do you think he drove himself? I think he had a chauffeur drive him, actually. But I got to hire staff. Jim Dockery is going to be my OC. Kerry Maines. These guys don't really exist. He's going to be my DC. So they're both C's. Got a bunch of C's. C coaches, but I'm a C+ coach, so hopefully that makes it better. And those guys are they're I hired them. We're gonna run the spread offense at Akron. We're gonna bring the spread to the MAC, and that's gonna be fun, hopefully. Those are our coaches. Let's check out the bracket now. Where are we now? Ooh, Ohio State is gonna play Penn State in the national championship. Penn State somehow managed to beat Georgia, which I ain't buying that shit. But you know what? College football playoff. Sure that would happen. So let's sim past this. And I think we're going to have what? I bet you Ohio State won. Is that going to be the case? Yeah. 38-16, that sounds about right. Yeah. 38-16 final score. So Ohio State, year one, they're the national champions of 2024 season. Notre Dame couldn't get past Miami, who managed to make it all the way to the Final Four. But here's the stats from Akron. You got Taj Bullock was the leading passer for Akron. Dylan Gabriel was the leading passer in college football, period. I'm going through this way too fast, so I can't even fucking read what I'm looking at. Ashton Jeanty had 21 touchdown rushes. Jeremiah Smith, freshman at Ohio State, had 14 touchdown catches. Let's see who's leaving Akron. They don't want to be on this team anymore because Sherman Byers is going to, mess up their whole lives. Okay, we actually have mostly graduations. Everybody else just wants to leave because of playing style, whatever. Gone. Good. Maybe did I keep some of these guys? I might have actually kept some of these guys. Maybe the top guys. I actually tried to persuade some of these guys to come. That guy didn't want to come. Marquise Williams didn't want to come. I think I just gave up on them, right? The fucking recruiting classes, 48. We ranked 48th. Sorry, guys. I've tried to record this narration like 20 times now. So I think I'm just going to go unhinged. I think my approach to this series is to go completely unhinged. I don't know if people will even watch this fucking series. I'm going to curse a lot. So keep your kids away from this. This is going to be... this isn't your children's College Football 25 YouTube series, alright? So keep them far away. But, yeah, we're trying to recruit. We're trying to mostly go through the transfer portal. I'm trying to get myself a nice quarterback. Get a lot of 3-star transfers. We're going to really... That's why I was excited about doing this was I wanted to really explore the transfer portal. So, and you can do that best if you start out as offensive coordinator for at least a year and then switch. So, yeah. Anyway, but, we got all these prospects here. We got we got a couple of guys already going to be, coming to the team that we didn't even recruit. We got Lobato, 2-star guy. We're trying to get this Austin Overton. Is he I can't. I'm going too fast. But I know we have a quarterback, a 4-star quarterback that we're into right now. But yeah, I'm mostly trying to get rid of some of these prospects that we were going after and trying to replace them with some transfers. Okay, Ethan Vasco, that's the guy. Ethan Vasco is a transfer sophomore. I want to say he was at Coastal Carolina. So he's going to be transferring to somewhere, and hopefully he's going to be transferring to our school because he's a 4-star. He's like the main guy I'm trying to get, the main fish. We got some 3-star wide receivers that we already recruited successfully. Now we're trying to get some transfers there as well. Hagens and Gray. We got some. Oh, actually, no, we're getting rid of them. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we're getting some transfers. I'm trying to bolster the offensive line big time. You're trying to get transfers with the offensive line, some experienced linemen on both sides, offensive and defensive. Trying to boost the linebacking core. But yeah, we're gonna really fill this Akron team with some talented transfers. Let's see how we're doing with this. Looks like Ethan Vasco. Where are we? We're number 1 on his list. Are we not? I think we are. So yeah, we're gonna try and get Vasco hard. Vasco is gonna become an Akron quarterback. Hopefully, if we do it right, we can get him to come to our team. Yeah, see, he's traveling. He's gonna be visiting Akron. Looks like we have 14 or 16 signees thus far. I don't think we've signed anybody yet of the people that we tried to recruit since we started the offseason. But yeah, so Vasco, we're trying to recruit heavily. Let's see if we can get him now. No, it looks like we lost a guy to Tennessee as well. But hey, we're making good ground, gaining ground on Vasco, so looking pretty promising. Let's see what happens if we keep going. I think I did some extra recruiting points distribution, but I skipped through all that because I don't want to bore you too much. And we got Ethan Vasco. He is coming to Akron, 4-star commit. This is huge. I think he's going to be a junior or a sophomore to start out. I think he's going to have at least 2 years with us. And I only plan on, or Sherman Byers, I should say, only plans on being. Look at all these other guys I got too. Holy shit. I got a lot of guys coming to Akron. Most 3-star guys, but these are transfers. So hopefully they've progressed to a point where they're going to be pretty good. I didn't really focus too much on who's going to be, I didn't really scout too much because I just wanted to make sure we got as many transfers as possible. I didn't have that many points to distribute. So if I wasted my points on scouting, then I really wouldn't have much points to recruit. Period. But we got our quarterback, and you know what? Our roster's looking pretty good. We're 79 overall now, 81 offense, 79 defense. And Vasco is a huge guy. He's like an 80 overall quarterback. We got some guys that we recruited on who's progressed well on defense. We also got some guys who are on the team already. But we really made over this team. I don't want to say from scratch. That wouldn't be completely honest, but mostly from scratch. You know, the offense has been rebuilt. So this should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, we can make Akron into a contender in the MAC as soon as possible. Georgia right now is the #1 ranked team in the top 25. Can we get Akron to be a top 25 team at some point? Could that happen? Maybe. Nico Iamaleava is the Heisman Trophy top contender. You got Caden Salter and Damian Martinez, and then Wisner, Texas. All those guys are going to try and get that Heisman Trophy. We'll see. We'll keep tabs on the race. I don't think we're gonna get any Akron Zippies. I'm gonna call them Zippies to get on the Heisman watch list. And let's get right into the games. Week 1. Who are we facing? Week 1, Wyoming, right? Wyoming. The Wyoming Cowboys are coming into Akron. This is Sherman Byers' first big coaching game as a head coach. Ethan Vasco is going to be starting, and you can see, we're both 0-0. And here we go, Ethan Vasco, jump back to pass, getting sacked. What was I thinking there? I don't know, but I think we missed a field goal, and then Wyoming scored as we simmed through Wyoming's offensive possession. Here's Ethan Vasco getting picked off, which is going to be a very common theme in this series. I throw a lot of interceptions, and it's not fun. Wyoming is up 14-0. Vasco, the long lob to his receiver, getting the first down. Now here is a fake handoff and a pass and a catch to his tight end for a touchdown. 14-7. Ethan Vasco with his first touchdown as an Akron Zip. Ethan Vasco to Norton for the first down. We're late in the second quarter. Then Vasco to Golden, getting a big gain. 164 passing yards for Vasco thus far. We're not even at halftime yet. Vasco with another interception. Like I said, this, especially with Vasco year 1, I throw a lot of picks, and I'm not proud. I'm not proud. Here is Simmons, the running back. Whoa, making a big gain for a first down. 3rd and goal now, and Vasco with the getting sacked. Okay, we're going to kick a field goal. Can I make this field goal? No, I can't make the field goal. I also suck at field goals. So, you're going to find out pretty soon. I'm not good at this game. But here's a first down to Newell. I think it's Newell. That's the name of the tight end. I'm going to relearn the names. I did this a while ago. I captured all this a while ago. Newell with the catch again. Getting into the red zone, but that doesn't mean much if we can't score. Let's see what you do here. Touchdown, Golden from Vasco. Vasco with the second touchdown pass. And Wyoming only scored a field goal on their possession, so let's watch Akron on offense again. Vasco with a first down. 17-14 is a scorer late in the fourth quarter. So Vasco has to make some big moves. How about this? A Norton touchdown catch from Vasco, making it 21-20 after Wyoming's possession. Now here's Vasco trying to ice this game, doing a bad job of it. And luckily, Akron got an interception. The defender, their guy on defense got an interception. And here is a touchdown from Vasco to Norton. And that should put the game away 28-20. They were down 14-0. 295 passing yards for Vasco, 4 touchdown passes, but he did throw 2 picks, which is, not ideal. Certainly not something we want to try and do. Let's go right to Akron versus Nebraska. For some of these games, I show offensive defense. Williams here with a nice gain on the ground for Akron. It's raining in Nebraska. Here's Vasco waiting forever. I probably should have moved around the pocket or something. Meanwhile, Nebraska scored on offense, so it's 7-0 already. And here's a sack. I actually don't think I showed Nebraska's offense. I figured there would be a point to seeing that. Nebraska won again, or got another touchdown. Golden with a big gain on offense for the Akron Zips. And now we have Vasco jumping back to pass, getting sacked again. Nebraska's staunch defense delivering for the Cornhuskers. How about... Ooh, that could have been something, but Vasco overthrows his guy. You got Williams trying to make a big gain here for the Zips. He does that. Now it's still 14-0. It's 3rd and 5. Man, I haven't commented on a football game in a long time. And here's a sack. Vasco getting sacked. Going for the field goal. I can't do it. I suck. I suck at field goals. I get sacked again. R1. I should have pressed the fucking R1 button now that I'm seeing that. God damn it. Circle was wide open, but I throw it to the wrong. I should have thrown it to circle, and I didn't. And is this going to be a pick 6? No, it's not. Luckily. But it is 21-0. 24-0 now, actually. Nebraska is kicking our ass. How about a screen for not much? Lean the 4th down. I'm playing scared. Throwing screens like that. Norton with the catch here. Can I at least score? Can I at least get a touchdown against Nebraska? Is that possible for me? Can I just throw a damn pass and get some yards? Good God, it's 30-0. Here's a catch. Nope, that's an incomplete pass. Let's see, Vasco. Jump back to pass. Just fucking throw a... Ugh. Suck. You suck! Then we got Davis catching the pass for Akron. Yay, we got on the board. We lost, though. 44-7. Nebraska kicked our heinies. Nebraska. Dylan Raiola with 208 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns. They murdered us, but you know what? It's time to bounce back against UAB. No, I'm kidding. UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Bit of a mouthful, if you ask me. But they're from the American Conference, or American Athletic Conference, and we are, of course, a MAC school. Williams with a catch to start things off. Then 3rd and inches, we got a first down on the ground. Here's Vasco to Williams again, who busts his way for a first. We're trying to see if we can get another win after that horrible loss to Nebraska. Simmons, the other running back, gets a touchdown on the ground. So now it's 7-0. Skipping UABs. Oh, shit. Is that going to be pick 6? No, it's not. Thank God. Whew. Again, this is a common theme. It's a common theme. Interceptions. How about a play-action fake? There's a nice throw to Norton, who's going to take it almost to the house. He's at the front door. And then Simmons can't convert on 3rd down. We're going to go for a field goal. Can I make a goddamn field goal? Could I do this? Yes, I can. Okay. But it was iffy. That was iffy. That could have gone either way. Here's a run on the ground. Of course, on the ground. There's Simmons with the first down. I'm still trying to get my football lingo back. Unscripted. I'm unscripted if you can't tell. Here's a big catch by Newell, the tight end. And he scores a touchdown through the air. 17-0 Akron. We're at UAB, by the way. I didn't mention that. I like this field. It's a fun field. Vasco, don't get sacked, little shithead. He will throw a touchdown to Golden on 4th down. What an amazing play for Akron. Akron is turning me on with their offensive prowess. So here's a missed field goal because I suck. 23-6 is the score at this point. And here's a touchdown. Williams, the running back, catches a touchdown pass, 33-6. And, you know, we gotta let out our demons from last week. How about another touchdown? There we go. Akron Zips offense was humming, 47-6. We beat UAB. UAB, you know, they're sad. 338 passing yards for Ethan Vasco, 4 touchdown passes. I think I threw a pick too, at least one pick. Blah blah blah. But so far, Ethan Vasco has 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. We're doing okay. How's the recruiting going? We're trying to get some mostly 3 stars, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, mostly going after 3 stars. Now we're going to be playing Virginia in Virginia. Let's see how we do against this power conference school. P4, Power 4 conference school. Got a first down there at least to start things off. And then Simmons on the ground. Juke that guy. What am I doing? I can't juke. Can't juke! But it does get a first down there. You know, I'm realizing Virginia, their uniforms kind of remind me of the Chicago Bears. Actually, it's kind of weird. But there's a missed. There's an incompletion. So it's 4th down. Can I kick a field goal? Can I kick a freaking field goal? Here. This looks bad. This looks really bad! Yikes! Giving Virginia hope. Virginia's not even that great of a football team, but they score pretty quickly against our offense. And now Vasco, yikes. That was I don't know what the fuck that was, but incompletion. How about a screen? A screen is coming. Can I complete the screen? Yes, I can. Can I get a first down? Yes, I can. 25 receiving yards for the running back, though, so far. We got a Norton catch. It's 10-0 Virginia. Norton got the catch. Got a first down for Williams. And another first down for Williams. And possibly more. Not a touchdown yet. First and goal. How about that was... Ooh, that turned out to be pretty well. The other tight end for Akron scores a touchdown. So it's 10-7. And we get the ball back. And how about this big catch by Newell? He's looking like a star tight end if I ever saw one. For Akron at least. X. There you go. Davis with the first down. You know what's funny? I can see now that I'm watching this over again. I played all these games a long time ago, probably like October, November. But now I can see like what I should have done sometimes instead of what I actually did do. Like I shouldn't have done that. Clearly, I shouldn't have done that. It's just funny that I can tell. It doesn't help me at all. I can see what I did wrong after the fact, but not what I'm actually playing. But yeah, we couldn't do much on that offensive drive, and now it's 3rd quarter. I don't know what the fuck that pass was. And then Virginia scores. We sim their offense. Eventually, I show you guys other teams' offenses, but I guess not this time. Or maybe actually I don't. Maybe I don't during the Akron phase of this. Yeah. Anyway, first down, Akron. Akron's trying to do something, and they blow it. Another interception there for Virginia. Now it's 20-7. But damn it, it feels like Virginia, this game seemed beatable. This seemed like a beatable game, and we just couldn't freaking execute. 3rd and 11, 23-7, 23-7, if I can talk. Sometimes I feel like I have marbles in my mouth when I talk. How about an interception? Another interception for Ethan Vasco. Completely unnecessary throw. There was no reason for that. And yeah, 3rd and 15. You know, it wasn't quite the blowout like it was at Nebraska, but it was still pretty embarrassing, and I should feel ashamed. Virginia's Calandria with 240 passing yards and 3 touchdown passes. Vasco had 1 touchdown, 2 picks. So far, Georgia is the #1 team in America in college football. Nebraska's made it top 25. ACC looks like this. Pittsburgh is 5-0 so far. Virginia 5-0, but it's very early in the season. Arizona's 4-0, 1-0 in the conference. Big Ten, you got Maryland, Minnesota, Nebraska on top. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. I don't know why I'm acting this way. It's because I've tried recording this too many times, and I just don't care anymore. But yeah, those are all the conference standings. I didn't even check MAC, did I? Oh well. But look, we have made it to the MAC conference schedule. Let's see how we do. against our MAC opponents. How about Williams with a first down in the rain at Akron? We're finally back at our home turf. We only had one home game so far. It's time to show what we can do on our own stadium. How about ooh, nice. You see the way the defense fell for that, and then we got a touchdown. 7-0 so far for Akron. You know, I think around this time I started to emphasize the ground game because I threw too many picks. And look at that, direct snap to the running back Simmons for the first down. 7-0. We are going to pass it here, looks like. Let's see what we do here. Hopefully nothing stupid. There you go. Touch. Nope, not a touchdown. That could have been a touchdown. Probably should have been a touchdown, but it wasn't. And we are going to make the field goal, though. It bounced off the upright, still went in. So that's nice when that happens. 10-0 so far is the score. And Vasco with the throw and catch to Newell, our star tight end. Now we got Vasco and shotgun throwing it to somebody, Wilson. The first down. Vasco again to Newell for the touchdown. So yeah, Newell, pretty reliable red zone target for Vasco. We're discovering 17-7 though. We skipped through Western Michigan's offense via sim. We had a big run there, but then it went back because of an offensive hold. Now here's Vasco to Golden for the first down. Vasco midfield with the handoff to Simmons, who gets a nice first down. So yeah, the run game is working pretty well. You know, I like doing screens a lot in this game. Here's a screen to Williams. Sometimes they go horribly, but sometimes they work really well. So now Williams on the ground, getting the touchdown for Akron. And yeah, you know, it feels like we're starting to, you know, 30-7 was the final score. Starting to feel like we're coming together as a team. Simmons with 127 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. Let's check out our recruiting class so far, and we got 5 3-stars so far. So, you know, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Yeah. Okay. Playing the Ohio Bobcats now. Still on our home turf. This time it's sunny, not raining. X, you son of a bitch. There you go. To Williams. Can he take it to the house? Run! Touchdown, Akron. Beautiful play to start off the game. It's 7-3 now. And we got a pass and catch to the receiver there. Vasco with a nice throw and catch to Golden. Looking like we're going to call a screen here. Simmons can't pull it off, though. Field goal time. Oh, God. You son of a bitch. All right, 3rd and 5, though. Still 7-3. And Norton with the first down. One of our receivers there. Got Ethan Vasco at shotgun in the second quarter. I like this play call. And, yeah, Walker with the first down there. Got a play action fake. Norton, antivirus with the first down. First and goal at the 5. What are we going to do? He throw an interception. I had somebody in the back of the end zone now that I see that now. And, yeah, oh well. How about Newell? Nope, I'm going to throw it to Norton. That was pretty good. That was a good idea. Fake the handoff. Throw it to Walker, Texas Ranger. Simmons with the touchdown. It is 14-3. Got the ball back after Ohio couldn't do shit. There's a nice first down there nice throw by Vasco. Now here's Vasco. Whoa. Gonna run a little bit. Oh, fumbles the ball. We kept it though. We kept the ball. This might actually be a good field goal. Yes, it will. Bounces off the upright and goes in. Second time that's happened in this video. Interesting how that works. How about a touchdown by Davis, the receiver, 24-6. It looks like we're in control now. Golden with the first down here. Middle of the third quarter. Let's see some more awesomeness on this offense. Oh, that should be a beauty. Walker with the touchdown for Akron. And I think we'll show you more, because why not? How about Simmons with a touchdown here? Wee-hee! Yahoo! 45-13 final score. Akron beats the Ohio Bobcats. 97 rushing yards for Jordan Simmons. I say Jordan because it's spelled Jordon. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick for Vasco. 370 passing yards. And Jordan Simmons with 3 rushing touchdowns, which is pretty huge as well. Walker had a big game for Akron, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch. We are now watching Kent State Golden Flashes versus the Akron Zips. 7-0 in the second quarter, and Simmons with a big first down for Akron. Now here's Williams, the other running back, pounding it, getting the first down. 4th and 2. Little throw and catch to get the first down there to convert the 4th down. And then we have Simmons. Can't quite turn the corner, but does manage to get 8 rushing yards. 8, yeah, okay. Blah. Rushing touchdown there by the quarterback, Ethan Vasco. Now it's 2nd and 3. Here's interception. Like I said, this happens a lot. I wish it didn't, but it does. In this series anyway. Walker with another big catch in his career, his young fledgling career at Akron. And now here's a throw and catch to Kravac, the other tight end. I'm wheezing. I have asthma. I think this series is giving me asthma. Big first down there for Akron. Golden with a big 4th down conversion. It's 14-10 thus far in the game, halfway through the third quarter. And we got a fake handoff and a touchdown to Campbell to make it 21-10. Screen near the end zone. This could be risky, but it pays off. Williams with the first down. Now we got Vasco, shotgun with the throw to Kravac, getting 3 yards. I'm not even sure why I showed you that. It's a 3-yard gain. That's what's worth watching, right? How about Vasco to Walker for a first down? Akron Zips are driving. Simmons with a hole. Gets a few yards there. 3:40 left in the third quarter. Vasco with the throw to Kravac. He makes the first down. And here we are, 1st and 10, 25-yard line. And I see somebody open. Davis at the 1. They always do that. Always get tackled at the 1. I hate it. Touchdown, though, for Simmons, 28-10. But I want Vasco to get as many touchdown passes as he can get. But, hey, Simmons with another touchdown run. And that would be it. 35-10. We win the Golden Wheel, whatever that trophy is called. Sorry, Akron and Kent State. I forget. But, yeah, they win the game. The wagon wheel. It's right there. I could have just waited instead of insulting it. The wagon wheel. We win the battle of the wagon wheel. 33 touchdown passes for Vasco. 380 passing yards. And how are we doing with our class? 10 3-stars. Our recruiting class is looking quite good. I'm mainly focusing again on offensive and defensive line and linebacking core. Really trying to make sure the trenches are solid, you know. There is the playoff picture right now. And what else do I want to show you? How about some stats? Vasco, 15 touchdown passes, 9 interceptions. 9 interceptions isn't great. But the TD-INT ratio, it could be better. Yeah. That was a decent ratio in the 90s maybe, but not in 2025. Rushing stats. Walker is becoming our leading receiver. He's a senior, so I guess we won't be seeing him much after this year at all, really. But let's check him out. Akron versus Ball State. Ball State, they scored. That's great. Always love that. Walker with a big first down and more. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Walker. Yeah, he's becoming a runaway star this season. What are we going to do now? Ooh, that was risky. Oh, that was almost an interception. Yikes. I think I threw it too late. 13-7 now is the score. Second quarter. Let's see what the Zips can do here. We got ourselves Williams. First down and more. Now here's Vasco. Shotgun, throwing it to Walker for the first down. Vasco, minimal gain on third down, going for it on fourth down. Why not? Take the chance because you do that. Because you do something like that. That's why you don't take that chance. 17-7 now. How about another screen? Lots of screens. I'm very screen happy. I love screens. Now here's Vasco with the big throw and catch to Walker. Walker is awesome. I love Walker. Now here is a horrible throw. What was I even thinking? Good God. But field goal, no good. No good. Damn it. After all that. So let's see what Ball State does. Interception. Did I see an interception? We have a chance to score before halftime. Let's take the chance. X. Davis, touchdown. Wide open at the corner of the end zone. 2014. Great year. 2025, terrible year. First down, Simmons. On the ground. 2nd and 5. We go, quick throw to Golden, who gets the first down. How about that? Vasco with a throw to Golden. And 7-yard gain. Looking like a screen here. We pull it off. Sometimes I pull it off, and sometimes it's beautiful. Simmons with the first down. 250 passing yards for Vasco thus far. Gets a throw to Davis there for a first down. How about Simmons punching it in for the touchdown? Hell yeah. 21-20. Zips are taking over. X, you damn fool. Throws it to Williams for the touchdown. That was awesome. One play, one touchdown. 28-20 with the final score. Akron Zips win after being down to Ball State. They came back and won. 339 passing yards and 3 touchdowns for Vasco. He now has 18 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions. You haven't seen our backup Finley yet because he usually comes in during blowouts. But Vasco, 18-9. I think the ratio's getting a little better. Over 2,000 passing yards. How many touchdown? Okay, I guess we'll find out later. I wonder how many touchdown rushes Jordan Simmons has. Miami of Ohio versus Akron. We are at Miami. And the Red Hawks score a touchdown. Always seems to happen. Williams nearly gets the first down. He actually does. He actually does get it. How about that? Here is Vasco to Simmons. Big rushing first down there. Vasco, bad throw. He like ran into the defender there. That wasn't great. Another missed field goal. What am I doing? What am I doing, you dumb idiot? Here is a first down for Golden. And then you got Vasco dropping back to pass. That was a bad throw. And this could be a pick six. Is it going to be? Is it going to be? Thank God it's not. Good Lord. What the hell is happening? 7-0. How about 14-0? How about that? Do we want that? No, but it's happening. How about a big throw to Williams, the running back? Ooh, nope, he dropped the pass. You gotta be kidding me. And Miami scores 21-0. Gosh darn it. 24-0. Hey, that's great. This sucks. Newell, though, big first down, big catch by the tight end. Newell. Now it's third down, and we got a Newell first down again. It's not even halftime yet, by the way. We're getting spanked. Throw into the back of the end zone. I'm really gonna go for the field goal. Really? We got it though. We got it. 24-3 at halftime. And what's happening here? Okay, with the ball in the red zone, and Williams gets tackled there. I guess we're gonna go for another field goal. I guess. Let's see what happens here. Can we make this field goal? It'd be better if we want to have a chance at this game. And we do actually make the field goal. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. I'm still working on being a good kicker. Trying to be good. But we get sacked there, second and 16. And a screen! A screen to Simmons. Negative 4th and 7. We got to go for it. It's 24-6. We got to take the We got to risk it with the biscuit. Norton with the first down. Thank goodness that happened because we were in trouble if that didn't work out. How about a first down by Walker? Nope. 7-yard gain. 3rd and 3. Oof, that was not good. Field goal attempt. Got to make this. And it's 24-9. So we've scored 9 points unanswered. Now here's Simmons with a first down. Still third quarter, by the way. Still third quarter. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Plenty of time to throw. And Norton gets the first down. Now here's 1st and 10. Just across midfield. And Kravak, the other tight end, with the nice gain there. 3rd and 9. And we got a Kravak. Big gain. 3rd and goal. Field goal again. We make it 24-12. Maybe I'm starting to figure out this field goal thing. How about that? But it's 24-12. Still a two-score game. There's a flag there. Did I say two-score game? Two-score game. Pass interference. Thank goodness. Oh no, wait. On the offense? Was that on the offense? Well, that doesn't help at all. 3rd and 16. Bad throw. 4th and 16. Good Lord. This is desperation time. And we are going to throw it and catch! The catch to Walker. 2nd and goal. Williams will run for the touchdown to make it 24-19. Now here's Williams again. 4th and 3. Oh, daddy. This is going to be a tough one. Walker with a 4th down conversion. It's 24-19, less than 2 minutes left to go. Vasco with the big throw and catch to Walker. 1 minute, 14 seconds left. Can Vasco pull off this upset? Norton with a first down. 2nd and 10. Here's Vasco running. Can he get the first down? Don't fumble, you bitch. He does get the first down. My voice is cracking. Touchdown. Yes! Touchdown! Is that Newell? You big, beautiful bastard. 25-24. Jake Newell. Look at this catch. From the tight end. Reliable in the red zone. In the end zone. 2-point conversion. Can we pull it off? No. But, hey, huge comeback. And that's it. The Akron Zips pull off an amazing comeback. They were down 24-0, and they come all the way back to win 25-24, thanks in large part to my awesome field goal kicking skills. 12 points from field goals. And then we scored 2 touchdowns to end things off. And some pretty fantastic stuff there. 2 interceptions by Maddox Kopp of Miami, Ohio. Let's check out the other side. 2 and 1. 2 touchdowns. 1 INT for Ethan Vasco. Simmons didn't score any touchdowns. Walker had a nice game, but didn't score any touchdowns as well. And we are now going to face Central Michigan. But let's up. What are you doing? What am I trying to do here? Okay, there we go. The Chippewas. Central Michigan versus the 7-2 and undefeated in the MAC. Undefeated MAC team. The Akron Zips. It's already 7-0 again. Every time I sim the first possession, it seems the other team scores. So I don't love that. First down there for the Akron Zips. We're in Central Michigan at their stadium. And here is that was nothing. That was a big nothing. But we get the ball back though. It's second quarter. And Vasco with a touch? What? What the fuck am I talking about? First down. Is what I'm trying to say. First down, 1st and 10. And Kravak with a touchdown catch. Make it 10-7. Akron down by 3. This is going to be a throw to the running back. And can he get the first down? Yes, he can. Vasco, throw to Norton. Can he get the first down? Yes, he can. Vasco, throwing it to Walker. Big time player. Makes a big time play. And here's Vasco. Nice throw to Golden for the touchdown. And now the score is, was it 14 something? I don't know, 14-10? Something like that. Yeah, there you go, 13-10 with the extra point. Makes it 14. Okay, back on offense, this time in the third quarter. And we got a big catch by Norton, but he's too slow, can't get the touchdown. 14-13 now is the score. I think the field goal happened before that catch. I just kind of missed it. I missed it when that happened. But here is a throw to Newell in the red zone. First and goal, 4-yard line. And we got a catch. Touchdown. I think that's Golden. Touchdown catch. 21-13. How about a Newell first down? 4.5 left to go in the third. Now more like 4 minutes to go. Period. Williams for the first down. Already 300 passing yards for Vasco. Circle, maybe? Circle! Campbell with the touchdown. We don't say his name often, but I know he scored at least 2 touchdowns so far. How about a throw to Newell? 28-20, by the way, is the score now, so we got to take this kind of seriously. We can't. Oh, yeah, that's not a good idea. Got sacked, but I made some field goals last game. Can I make this field goal? Can I make it? I can't. I can't make that field goal. Oh, boy. But did they score? What happened there? Oh, Central Michigan did not score. So let's see if we can ice this game. Williams with the first down. Gonna keep it on the ground. It's a smart call right there. Ooh! How about this? Jordan Simmons with a big gain on the ground! Hell yeah, we won this game 28-20. That's like the third time we won with the score of 28-20, but I'll take it. 372 passing yards for Ethan Vasco, 4 touchdown passes. And let's move right along to the Buffalo Bisons, I think, right? Bisons? It's been a while. It's been a while. I should know. I think it's the Bisons. Akron. Where's the Bulls? Wait, no, it's the Buffalo Bisons, right? Fuck, I gotta look this up. Where's my phone? Simmons. I really should know. It's kind of embarrassing that I don't know this. It's kind of embarrassing that I don't know this. Oh, almost an interception there. Whatever. If I recall, this game was ugly. This was an ugly game, if I recall. Home of the wait. What did it say? What does that say? I fucking missed it. Damn it. Williams with the first down. I might be able to find out what the name of the team is without even looking it up. It's the Bisons, right? Am I wrong? Bisons are 5-5. Akron's 8-2. Simmons with the big first down. This is going to drive me crazy, so I'm just going to look it up. And then the touchdown there for the Akron Zips. Now here's Newell with a first down. 10-0 is the score thus far. Play action fake. Newell, another first down. Love to see it. And first and goal up to that big catch. Vasco with the throw and catch to fuck. I'm losing it. But Golden, big first down there. It's 17-3 so far, 3rd and 7. Yeah, it's a Buffalo Bull. Sorry, I was looking it up as I was recording. Ooh, that was risky and almost bad. But here is a field goal. 23. Yeah, Bisons. I'm thinking of. Who am I thinking of? Who's the Bisons? Here's a first down. Buffalo Bulls. I can't believe I didn't know that. 4th and 1. I'm gonna. Yeah, you could clown me in the comments if I even get any comments. This video even gets any views. I probably won't get any views for this fucking video. This was so bad. Okay. Here's a first down. Touchdown, Golden. 44-16. I thought this game was uglier than I thought we were going to. I didn't realize you scored a lot of points in this game. 44-16, 334 passing yards, 4 touchdown passes from Ethan Vasco. No picks this time. 90 rushing yards, 1 TD for Simmons, and Newell had a huge game. And is that it? We have one more regular season game. We have gone through the whole regular season pretty quickly, I might say. Some pretty unbelievable games, a great comeback game, then a blowout. So let's check out the season stats. And 28 touchdown passes and 10 INTs. That's not bad. That's a pretty good ratio there. 10 rushing touchdowns for Simmons. And then you got Walker, who had a nice season, leading the team with receiving yards and catches. The touchdown receptions, it's pretty even. Newell with 5 touchdown catches. Golden with some as well. Looks like Vasco led the MAC in passing yards, passing attempts, passing touchdowns. So, yeah, best quarterback in the MAC is Vasco. And get this. We're 9-2, and somehow the Akron Zips are ranked. Can you believe it? That's insane. Playing the Bowling Green Falcons. There's a first down by Walker. How are we ranked? That doesn't make any sense. A 9-2 MAC team shouldn't be ranked. But we are. And here is a touchdown. Golden. 9-0. Must have missed a field extra point or something like that. Here is a Simmons first down. Can you get 1,000 rushing yards this season? I hope so. Simmons with a nice big catch. Another screen. Working out well. Here's the play action fake. Oh, interception. I mean, no, not getting any pick sixes though, so that's good. 3rd and 2 though. 9-3 now is the score. Jake Newell with the first down. Ethan Vasco throwing it to Walker. Another first. Now here is a big toss and catch to Walker. 9-3. Still the score. 3rd and goal. And that could have been another pick, but it wasn't, thank God. This is a missed freaking field goal. Stupid. You stupid idiot. I'm talking to myself. I'm calling myself stupid. 4th and 15 after that sack. 3rd quarter. X. Throw it to X, you son of a bitch. Davis with the big first down. 10-9, by the way, is the score now. Let Bowling Green score. And this is a triangle. There you go. Walker with a touchdown. Give it to Walker. He deserves it. What a player. And here we have a sack. I could have thrown it to fucking Newell, but I didn't. And here is nothing. Big fat nothing. But it's 17-10. 17-10. And we're going to get this. Nope, we're not going to get the field goal. We're not going to get the field goal. Bowling Green. We're daring Bowling Green to win this game. Luckily, they haven't been doing anything on offense. And that was ugly. That was ugly. We punt the ball. And actually, Bowling Green scored a touchdown, and we are in overtime, folks. Overtime. Time to get nervous. This is the game. So we got to, a lot is on the line. Let's just say that. 17-7. First down. 15-yard line. Vasco to Newell. Breaks a tackle. Nearly gets the first down. Now here's Vasco with the throw to Newell. And he gets the touchdown. Can the Bowling Green score? No, they can't. And that'll be that. Final score 24-17. An overtime game goes Akron's way. They win. 320 passing yards for Ethan Vasco. 3 touchdown passes. So he ends up with 31 touchdown passes to end the season. Conference standings. Clemson is the top of the ACC. Get Georgia Tech and Pittsburgh too. American is that. TCU, that's leading the Big 12. Oregon, the Big 10. Yada, yada, yada. MAC Conference. Check that out. 8-0 Akron Zips. They won, 8 straight games. And they're going to be facing who? Somebody? We'll find out. We'll find out in a couple of seconds who we're going to be facing. But look at this! We could potentially be in the playoff. How? How is this even possible? We're going to be in the playoffs? Really? That's what they're saying. The Akron Zips might get that playoff spot. Be one of the 12 teams in the playoffs. I was not expecting that, but that is what is potentially could happen here. 31 touchdown passes, 11 interceptions for Ethan Vasco. Merdinger had 38 and 13 for North Carolina. Klubnik had a great season. And anything else I want to show you? Here's the conference championships. Yeah, Ball State. We already played Ball State. We already beat them. So, yeah, we should be in good shape for that game. You got Kansas State versus TCU, Appalachian State versus Louisiana, Tennessee versus Alabama. What are the big ones? Illinois versus Oregon. Illinois, really? Georgia Tech versus Clemson. So, yeah, some interesting conference championship matchups. Should be fun. And I don't think I show you the conference championship in this video. The next video, I will show you the results of the MAC Conference Championship between the Akron Zips and the Ball State, the Cardinals, right? Something like that. Ball State versus Akron. So we'll see what happens with that, and then we'll see if they make the playoffs, and then we'll check out year 2 of Akron Zips. That'll be the next episode. Hope you're looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the unhinged antics of me. I'll try to tone it down next time, unless you guys liked it, but it was a bit much, even for me. That's it. Thank you guys. Subscribe if you still like me. Goodbye.